Coming up on the show, super hot launches of the week with the Mercedes AMG GT S and the new rear-wheel drive Lamborghini Huracan. And all the exciting bikes from the EICMA show that will be heading to India.
Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of CNB Bazaar Buzz. Yes, at the Buzz International Circuit, I have two Italian beauties joining me, the new Lamborghini Huracans. And guess what? There's yet another Lamborghini in the Huracan family that's just come. It's the rear-wheel drive Huracan. That should be exciting. Here's what's in store.
Lamborghini unveiled the Huracan LP580 rear-wheel drive at the recent LA Auto Show, and it's already here in India. The Huracan variant will appeal to driving enthusiasts and has been priced at 2.99 crore rupees ex-showroom Delhi. The rear-wheel drive Huracan features modified bumpers which gives its unique character and helps us tell it apart from its four-wheel drive counterpart. There are 19-inch wheels that will make its way on the car, and they will be equipped with Pirelli P0 tires that have been specially developed for the car. Under the hood is a detuned 5.2-litre V10 engine that produces 580 horsepower and a massive 540 Nm of torque. The supercar has also become 33 kgs lighter than the standard model, and that is because Lamborghini has done away with the all-wheel drive system. The Huracan LP582 is slower than the all-wheel drive cousin by 0.2 seconds. A dash from 0 to 100 km per hour takes 3.4 seconds, and the top speed is rated at 320 km per hour. The car has been equipped with a retuned suspension, an improved steering system, as well as recalibrated stability and traction control systems.
So Pawan Sherry, the head of operations at Lamborghini India, joins us. Fantastic day at BIC. Winter, you've got the sun out and you've got some hot machines out here. What's the India story like? Because overall, we know globally there is a slow growth that's happening for Lamborghini globally. In India, what's the story looking like?
We started in the year 2006, and we had some advantage of coming into the country earlier. In 2011, we came with the national sales company in India, and that has really helped us a lot in setting up our operations. India is a small part of the global story. And we're also talking about really small numbers in India.
Sure.
So while the global story is more dependent on more matured markets, India is quite nascent when it comes to sports cars. The reason also, what the fallout of this is also that we've grown from where we started.
Sure.
Despite having a duty hike, despite having challenges on infrastructure, we've had some steady growth.
Sure.
And right now we're getting ready for the future. With 3 dealers in the country, we are able to offer sales and service to customers across the country, and which is what is making us very stable in our operations.
Sure. What about the customer profile in India? Has that also changed in the few years that you've seen? Because you talked about a lot of disposable income, younger people coming in looking to get into this category. Is that happening for your customers as well?
Yes, I have definitely seen a reduction in the age group, and now we have customers ranging between 25 to 40, which was slightly higher earlier. The profile is more or less the same. We have businessmen who come and buy our cars, so we are yet to see professionals entering this segment, which is quite prevalent in countries outside India. But for us, it's typically businessmen, the first generation, the second generation, who self-achievers, who come and buy our cars.
So we decided to unveil the rear-wheel Huracan. A lot of driving enthusiasts are excited by that. And also you've done it for the first time in the Asia-Pacific region in India. Clearly an important model, right?
Yeah, so we have a set of customers who clearly like a two-wheel drive, because driving a two-wheel drive and driving a four-wheel drive are technologically a lot different.
Yeah.
The behavior of the cars are very different. So there are a set of customers who really like the behavior of a two-wheel drive, and we wanted to give them an opportunity to enter the Lamborghini family with a two-wheel drive. And it's also a natural progression. So most of our families, if you see Gallardo, we introduced 2003, the Gallardo range, and in 2009 we had the two-wheel derivative coming in, which turned out to be very successful.
Sure.
So we're also very hopeful with the two-wheel drive in Huracan. So we're sure that it will hit the right chord.
Sure. What about from the dealer's perspective? You currently have 3 dealers. Are you looking to expand that going forward? And are you happy with the kind of support you're getting from the dealers?
With the current scale of operations, we are quite happy with 3 dealers we have. With 3 dealers, we are more or less able to cover the whole country in terms of sales and service. If we see more opportunities or more requirement in some part of the country where there is also a business case, then we would look for expansion. But currently, we have no such plans.
Sure. Also from the Asia Pacific point of view, how does Lamborghini Global look at India? How critical is that market in the Asia Pacific region?
It is a strategic market with more future in mind. But as you know, India is more or less contributes to 1% also the global luxury market. So that's where what we also contribute to the Lamborghini sales, somewhere between 0.8% to 1%. While the numbers are really small, with the future product plans we have, I think India will be a very strategic market to be in.
So that brings me to a next question about future products in the pipeline, because it's always exciting when Lamborghini brings a product. When can we expect a new one that's coming up?
We already spoke of the SUV, which is the third family, and somewhere around 2018 is what we plan to get it globally, and hopefully by then we should also have it in India.
Another sports car that hit the Indian market this week was the Mercedes AMG GT S. Named the World Performance Car of the Year 2015, the AMG GT S features the handcrafted AMG 4-litre V8 engine, produces 510 HP of power and 650 Nm of torque. The car sprints from 0 to 100 km per hour in 3.8 seconds with a top speed of 310 km per hour. The fully customized AMG GT S is priced at 2.40 crore rupees ex-showroom Delhi.
Mercedes-Benz in India now has a new flagship car. It is the GTS that is here, and Roland Folger joins us to speak about it. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations, the car looks fantastic in yellow. I always thought so, and it looks good here in India now. So it was something that I know you've talked about doing for some time, but what's the real relevance of bringing in the car for you?
Well, the real relevance for us is naturally, we call this a halo car. It's a car that demonstrates what the brand can do and what we can do for our customers. And I think we've been long in waiting. AMG was basically always the precursor to doing something outrageously sporty. And I think with this car we can really demonstrate that we put our money where our mouth is. And customers have been waiting for this for so long, we know, because they have been in touch with us and in contact with us. And finally it's here, and we couldn't wait.
I know when I drove the car at Laguna Seca a few months ago, it was since then that we've been asking the question, because our viewers have been asking us as well, when does it get here? So, the point you make about the Halo car is a valid one, and of course you've had that in the past with AMG and other models. But the position that you have in the market today, it almost is a very different place than, let's say, the time you were launching the SLS in India. How has the buyer evolved in that time?
Well, on the one hand, what we have been able to do is with an introduction of completely new cars that we never had, or in which segment we never were, hot hatches, A-Class, CLA, GLA, we were certainly rejuvenating the brands, and we see that in the results when we talk about market research companies, that our brand perception is now becoming interesting and is becoming more relevant for a completely new set of customers. And I think the direction that we take with AMG is massively contributing to that effect as well, because these are truly dream cars. These are cars that customers aspire for. Whether they're ever going to drive them or not is not so much the point, but this is truly something that appeals to their heart, maybe a little bit more than to their brain.
And I know you're not done yet for this calendar year, so how are you going to top that next year? I mean, it's going to be a slew of upgrades and launches next year as well?
I think what we learned from this year is that this continuous contact that we have with our customers through launching exciting cars, that this is very important for also how the brand is received, because we're opening up by doing this. We can invite customers to our showrooms, it's good for our dealers, for their business, and it's not just the additional car, it's that intensity of the contact that we really relish, and so we're very favorable looking into next year as well to continue, because it works so well for us.
You look like you're ending the year at number 1, so it looks like a great year coming to a close. Still another month and a half to go, so I wish you the best for that, and of course next year.
Thank you very much for your interest as well. Thank you.